The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
Hear the words you say sometimes? I mean, who talks like that?
98 KUPD.
I got an email from Nicholas that had a great time Friday night, John. I always caught a lot of heat in school from my peers for having a big, larger than normal noggin. Looking at you on stage, Holmberg, made me feel normal. Thanks for the show. Thanks for the beer. Yeah, I have. I'm oddly shaped and unattractive. My head is very strange. It's not oversized. It just doesn't look right on me. But I think that's also the rest of my body doesn't look right with my head. It's all a hodgepodge. I'm basically, what do they do when they piecemeal things together? You know, you take, what do they call that? It's like leftovers. Like, we'll make something out of this.
Bubble and squeak?
It's bubble and squeak. I'm a human bubble and squeak. You take what you had all week and try to make a straight single meal.
All the leftovers?
Yeah. Patchwork, that's what it's called. You take all the material you had left and you make a thing out of it. I was like a whole bunch of different things. That are
but some of those quilts on the Antique Roadshow are worth a lot of money.
Sure, I'm worth money, but it's still ugly. What you're saying is true.
You're an AIDS quilt?
I'm an AIDS quilt. I'm hard to look at. It reminds you of a lot of bad things. But I'm successful. People know me. Yeah, I am a human AIDS quilt. Representative of something very familiar to a lot of people, but still kind of tough to look at. So thanks, Nicholas. Sorry about your head, too. I don't think anybody ever looked at me and said, man, his head's too big. They always look and they're like, what's wrong? Like, something's not right. Like, I'm poorly drawn. If you drew me exactly as this and gave it to an art teacher, they'd be like, yeah, the symmetry's off. Something's not right.
I don't know. I mean, the only thing I really noticed is how nervous you were. And
yeah, I was scared to death. Scared.
Petrified.
Man, you sure you get nervous doing stand-up? Do I? It felt great. It felt great. Nobody screamed out, you're so nervous, settle down. I was like, I felt really good up there. It was good. You looked real nervous. Thanks, old Jer. You're a dick. Oh, yeah, well, I just wanted to critique you. I figured that would be a perfect opportunity to do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, if you look at me, you're like, something's not... Like, you want to adjust me. I'm a crooked picture on a wall, but you can't straighten me out. I just keep going back to that thing. You can push me, but it's just, there's nothing normal about it. My feet don't look right. My hands aren't right. My arms are weird.
That all changes on your OnlyFans page, though.
I don't have that.
I know.
I wouldn't have one because people will go, why does he have an OnlyFans? He doesn't look right. Something's wrong. Nothing fits. I always look in the mirror and see, like, I work to be in okay shape. But when I look in the mirror, and I've started to develop stomach muscles, which I'm kind of proud of, but with them, the only thing that's come with it is I look more like when they found E.T. in that sewer. Remember when they found him with all those lines on his stuff? Like, I look like I have E.T.'s body. It's not pretty. Anyway, Nicholas, thanks for the reminder. Before we close the show, I just wanted to point that part out. Nicholas big head, and I made him feel better about it. That's what I provide. I let other ugly people feel good that they're at least not me. It's 9:42. It's time now for the entertainment drill. It's brought to you by our friends at reactdefense.com, the home of Tactical Black. Christmas, I hate to tell you, just a couple weeks away. If you haven't gotten it yet, you haven't done your orders yet, this whole supply chain issue is going to get you. There's no possible way what you're ordering, if it has to be like athletic equipment or some sort of workout stuff, you're not getting it in time. It's just not going to happen. If you do, congratulations, that you're the luckiest person alive. But for the most part, you're going to have to rely on services at this part, not goods. And the services provided at reactdefense.com are available immediately. So you can get that gift certificate. It comes with 1 free month on top of it all if you get on there right now at reactdefense.com and start learning all the skills you'll need for self-defense training while having a great time. I always forget to mention that it's a lot of fun. and learning life-saving skills and things that just make you a better person. That's it. You just become a little bit aware of the world around you, and you start thinking about things a little differently in a positive way. You become a better person. That's simple as it gets. Plus, you're going to be in great shape and look like E.T. when they pulled him out of the sewer like I do. It's perfect. Check it out, reactdefense.com. It's the home of Tactical Black. Brady, entertain me.
The Cuomo brothers are having a tough go.
It's been a tough year for the Cuomo family.
Chris was finally let go from CNN. They decided to completely cut ties.
They found more.
Yes, based upon a sexual misconduct allegation of his own from a former colleague at another network.
Oh, it was that long ago. It wasn't even at CNN. He's been at
no
CNN
word
for a long
on her
time.
identity or what she's claiming Chris did to her. But
you know it's bad if they fired him before we even know.
Oh, yeah.
Like the allegation. Like they did this off allegations, which means CNN's like, you are guilty and it's out and we're done. And we can't even defend you before people.
Well, there is this. Back in 2005, Chris said he was accused of inappropriate touching.
I remember that.
While employed at ABC News, and he apologized and said the touching was not sexual in nature.
That was the lady who already came out.
Yeah.
That was the one that he said, I apologize.
Another one.
So they said
another one.
Even CNN said there was a second story that's like, all right, that's too much.
Another one.
DJ Khaled's version of sexual harassment.
Anyway,
Another one.
Happy birthday, Andrew. It's his birthday today.
It's Andrew's birthday?
Yeah.
We'll invite all the ladies over and we'll have a nice, we'll play tag.
I can't even defend these clowns.
And they're Italian and you'd love to.
I know, I can't. I would love to, but I can't.
They're Democrats, though.
No, that's part of it.
I go back to the...
Bert doesn't want them lefties out of the can, Italian or otherwise.
Will Ferrell turned down $29 million to do the sequel to Elf. George Clooney can one-up him. He recently turned down $35 million for a single day's work.
In what?
It was a commercial, but he had ethical reasons to think twice.
Is it like some Middle Eastern thing?
More or less. He talked it over with Amal, and who's an international human rights attorney.
Oh.
And,
it's Qatar Air. So Qatar,
it might be.
I guarantee it is because
it.
they've had a bunch of soccer players, and they mentioned it in Ted Lasso too.
Yeah,
that they helped fund some I forget what it was, what African nation or something down there that they did a terrible thing that led to awful stuff, and they were kind of the guy who owns it is behind it. I don't know the details, but I bet you it's Qatar.
$35 million. I forgive and forget.
I forgive everything they've ever done.
But he, for him, he said the bottom line was, I just didn't want to end up, I take the money. And then if it takes a minute's sleep away from me, it's not worth it.
He's already got all the money.
He's got money.
Yeah. $35 million is still hard to turn down. I don't care how much you've got. Somebody says, hey, come over for one day, and I'll add $35 million to your pile. All right. What do I have to do? You have to say Hitler Air is awesome. Oh, man. All right.
See, Kyle.
All right, I'll do it. Hey, everybody. Hitler Air is pretty great.
At Blitzkrieg Airlines...
Yeah. Auschwitz Air.
Would a celebrity pass away? Former Senator Bob Dole died yesterday.
Bob Dole,
98.
I know it. You know it, and I know it. Did you ever? So I haven't seen Bob Dole recently.
Yeah.
Right? So they showed a little thing last night on the news. They're like, Bob Dole, who ran in 1996 for president and was one of the most influential people in Washington for a half a century. And then they said he's been recently. They showed a picture of him sitting in his wheelchair. I guess it's been within the last year or so.
Couldn't recognize him.
Oh, it was horrifying.
Was the pen still in
the pen is always in play, Brady. Got to have the pen. Bob Dole, I know it. You know it. And the American people know it. He was horrifying. Like age had taken him. You get in your 90s and that starts happening.
I thought he passed away.
Well, sure. Well, by looking at him, I think he had. The only thing was his heart and his lungs were still ticking. He looked like Fire Marshal Bill. Well, that's a good picture.
That's a good picture?
Yeah,
oh, my God.
You should have seen him on the steps of the Capitol, the one I saw. And I feel bad because he's like in his 90s and he's got cancer.
98?
Man, oh, shit.
Is that it?
Oh, that was him propped up at the McCain funeral. Somebody had to hold him.
Not bad, but that was
it wasn't good. There was one of the most recent pictures. Yeah, one of the most recent pictures I saw. It scared me to death. Like, you don't put him on camera. It couldn't have been more than 6 months.
Yeah, that's got to be. Right there, that one with Pelosi kissing him on the forehead. That's what happened.
Where's that? Yeah, that's not so good. That's a bit, yeah. So anyway, but 96. What am I expecting? Supermodel? Still has all his hair, so he's got me there. This one here, downward, catching the Pelosi smooch. Yeah, that must have been the same day because when he's out, he's cold and he starts turning pink. That's not Pelosi, by the way.
No, it wasn't. It was Pelosi in her blue blazer. It was in that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough. I don't want to look at Bob Dole enough. Aging anymore. It's gone.
Bet Online did a study to see which NBA team has the whiniest fans.
Lakers.
Lakers number 1.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Knicks number 2. Nets 3. Bulls 4. Warriors 5. Cavaliers 6. Suns 7.
I'm George Clooney. When I fly to Pedo Islands, I take Epstein Air.
$35 million, I'll say
do
that.
it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nicholas. That's a good one. That's hilarious.
Here's a couple of fun facts about your favorite holiday movies. If it was Scrooged, Bill Murray improvised a lot of his lines.
Right.
I think a lot of people.
The script wasn't very good.
He was also in negotiations to play the lead in Bad Santa,
which would have been amazing.
Oh, yeah.
but due to scheduling conflict,
It's still
went to
amazing.
Billy Bob.
It
was
great.
Good. There are 4 plot lines that were cut from Love Actually. The director originally wanted 14 love stories in that thing.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
There's already too many. The movie's good, but there's too much going on. There's too many characters.
The FBI issues a memo in 1947 about It's a Wonderful Life being a possible infiltration by communists into the movie industry.
No, that's it.
That's
time.
it.
You gotta go. That's it. Brady's all out. That's enough. Oops, that's the end of what Brady
Spotswood!
That's done. Time for spots. Didn't realize we were even up against it.
Oh, yeah.
Beerus, the right-wing destroyer, email says, unemployment rate for the Cuomo families reach 100%. That's awesome. All right, that's it. Stop touching each other inappropriate, and let's just have a nice day, shall we? We're done. Larry's coming up next. You guys have yourselves a fantastic Monday. Check out the 12 Days of Strays at 98kupd.com. And look, Mr. Worldwide in somebody's home. He is an awesome dog. Check him out. And we'll do another one tomorrow. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow right here in the Morning Sickness. So long!
The best the world has to offer in music, drama, and comedy.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.